Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Blind Jedi Vlogs. I'm doing a little bit of housekeeping today. As everybody probably noticed, day 6, as of me even recording this, is actually processing behind me. I'm getting ready to upload it this morning. I just wanted to share with you a few of my thoughts about that, because the goal here was to post every single day in the month of November. I believe I'm still on track. A little backstory of how this all started. The original day 1 video was actually recorded on October 31st on Halloween. That footage didn't make the cut. It didn't come out the way that I wanted it to. It didn't look in a way where I felt comfortable posting it. And thinking back, I probably should have just posted something up anyway, because it's a part of the growing process and figuring things out. So I should have just went with it, but I didn't. Yesterday I did this video that you'll be watching here on Sunday, which is day 6, and it was my daughter's birthday, so we were out and about, and we got really busy. We had a really good time. Watching my kids grow is one of the most exciting things that I have in my life. I just think it's amazing watching kids grow and change, and like we're talking about in that video, evolve into something is so great. It really is a great experience. But by the time we got back home, it was too late. I edited it last night. In fact, I was up till nearly midnight editing the video, but by having it ready to be posted, I said I'll just post it in the morning. And from all the research that I've done about, how to do a daily vlog, you should always be a day behind, essentially, right? So, the day that you record the video, it comes out the next day, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, obviously I'm a little bummed out because I feel like I didn't meet my threshold that I set for myself. But moving forward, I think this is probably the way that I'll just leave it. So, the last video of the 30-day series will actually post on December 1st. And, if things continue to go well, the plan and the idea is to just keep going with vlogs as many times as I can. It's part of the reason I'm pushing myself to post every day in November, is to develop a habit, some consistency on how I develop videos and figure things out as I go, and then grow from there. So anyway, a little bit of long-winded way to explain what's going on, but I just wanted you guys to know that I did record, and you'll see that it was on this video you're watching on Sunday was actually filmed on Saturday, and moving on forward, that's the way that it'll be. But anyway, thank you so much for all your support and watching the videos. I'm going to continue. I'm having a lot of fun doing these videos, by the way. I think they're really motivating. They're helping me shed light on my own personal sight loss journey, and reminding myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm having fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on with today's vlog. All right, let's go ahead and get today's vlog started. All right, so I want to give a big shout out to Sia Bia, who left a comment in the comment section and commented fear. So today we are going to be covering the word fear. Great word. Glad you picked it. I can't wait to get into this one. All right. Computer, what's the meaning of fear?
As a noun, fear is usually defined as a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, pain, etc. Whether the threat is real or imagined, the feeling or condition of being afraid. As a verb, fear is usually defined as to regard with fear, be afraid of.
Fear. That's a big one. I don't care who you are, where you've been in your life, you have feared something. Everybody fears something. You can literally think about that one person that you've had in your life, friend, family member, whoever, right? The tough guy, the guy that you always looked at like, man, that guy has no fear. He just does it all, Even they have something in their life that they fear. I had a good friend growing up. It was an old roommate of mine when I was growing up, and tough guy, man. He liked to get into some brawls and he liked to do some crazy things, but he was a really big-hearted dude. He was just an old school boy, man. He was just tough, rugged. That guy, for the most part, I thought was not afraid of anything. But that guy would literally wake me up in the middle of the night to kill a daddy long leg spider in his room because he feared spiders that much. So big tough guy, afraid of daddy long leg spider, right? Fear is one of those things that if we're not careful, it could literally rule our life. We need to make sure that we find a way to face our fears. What is fear for me when it comes to my personal sight loss journey? I talked a little bit about one and how I overcame it. My biggest fear that I've dealt with during my sight loss has been my fear of being dependent on my family. I knew I had to face that fear. And that's I guess that's the idea anyway. Everybody says that, right? If you fear something, you should face your fears and overcome them. And sometimes that comes in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's real difficult, and sometimes maybe even impossible for some. Not as it pertains to sight loss, because again, I'm not here to talk about anybody else's journey. I'm just here to talk about mine. And for me, gaining the determination to get over my fear of being dependent on my family allowed me to learn the skills I needed not to be dependent on my family. And that's like yesterday's topic, evolving. I'm constantly having to evolve with the times to keep it that way. It's not so cut and dry, right? It's just not that I faced it and I've overcome it. I don't ever have to worry about it again. It's what continuously motivates me to continue to keep fighting, to keep going, to keep making that difference in my own life. Now, with that said, what are some of the things that I fear still that I'm dealing with now? A lot of it is based off what I'm trying to do as a vlogging channel and talking about these issues, and that is being around crowds. When I'm with the sighted supporter, I'm fairly well. I'll still get a little bit of anxiety and a little fearful about maybe the way people look at me, or maybe some of the things I feel they might be saying about me, or this, that, and the third. But when I'm by myself, anxiety is really high, and I'm trying to overcome that. And I will be doing that in the future. I will be going on traveling adventures solo and try to get over it. Now, I'm going to be smart about it, and I'm not going to get too risky. If it's a new place, I'll definitely have a sighted supporter with me. But make no mistake about it, I'll be doing that same trip I do originally with the sighted supporter by myself eventually. Because there's just a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And there's a lot of things that I know it's not going to be easy for me, but I have a great family support system, and I got good friends in my life that are dealing with the same thing as me. We talk about it a lot. This is one advice I want to get you, especially if you're dealing with fear. I want to encourage you today to find a blind center, find a support group, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or any blog. There's a lot of ways that you could help engage other people that are dealing with sight loss that can really, really encourage you and help you. And most importantly, I hope that at one point everybody understands my mission and my journey, and I'm here for you as well. So please be a part of this community, because we can encourage each other. None of us are ever going to have it together fully. We're going to be constantly having to get over fears and evolve into something greater than ourselves to overcome, the thing that we deal with, which is sight loss, and that's just a fact. And on that note, if you're new here, please think about hitting that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you could be updated every time I upload a video. And if you're liking not only this video, but this series, push that like button for me. As we kind of grow this channel, as we kind of move on in life, dealing with sight loss, going on some journeys, exploring, I guess short term, exploring California, because that's definitely where I'm going to be starting. I'm a theme park junkie. I'm a movie junkie. I'm a superhero junkie. Y'all know I'm a Star Wars junkie. I'm a Disneyland junkie. So we're going to be seeing a lot of these different places. I got a lot of things I want to go see. I want to do some coastal trips. I want to go do some mountain trips. I live in the Central Valley of California. I'm surrounded by mountains. I got the Sequoias. I got Yosemite. There's just so much for me to see and do in this beautiful state, So I do want to showcase it. I do want to showcase the state. I want to showcase the abilities that I'm hoping to
gain as I move forward, but in the long term effect of things, I'm gonna suffer with what I suffer with. And you know, fear is a big part of that. So yeah, it is what it is. So thank you for putting in the comment section the word fear. I think it was a great topic. I'll reiterate again once again, if you're liking this video and this series, please hit that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe, right? And as always, stay one with the Force, and the Force will be with you always. I'll talk to you guys next time.